All right, I'm back. I got some time here. Um, I did do some more research online. It basically said well, I already know RTX at Ultra will crash me, but it said just keep lowering it one setting at a time until you kind of find where it doesn't crash. So instead of putting ray tracing at Ultra, I put it on high. Um, if it does crash and the recording somehow keeps continuing, then you'll just see me quickly go in the options, lower it to medium, and sort of continue. The game does already look way better than it did towards the end of that last recording. But yeah, let's get on with it.
Her heart pounding, our hero crosses the threshold into the unknown. These are Mum's things.
The path was dark and is guarded by bats, said the Red Knight. The White Queen regarded him with a curious smile and said,
Bats! I'm not afraid of bats. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me about this.
You and me are riding a T-Rex in Egypt.
Where's Daddy?
At work.
Amelia, this is very, very important. I cannot abandon my responsibilities just on the verge.
You are always on the verge. Your obsession is destroying this family.
Obsession. I'm upset.
You are missing your daughter's childhood because you're always in some tomb on the other side of the world. Why can't you be happy with what you have?
Oh, for goodness sake, you don't have to deal with it.
Dad?
Please, for goodness sake, you've got to understand. This is probably the most important one I've arrived at. Well, okay, what do? I have to...
Dad? Dad!
Oh shit. That's when he shot himself.
Dad! Come on. Please, Dad. Wake up. Dad. Don't leave me.
Morning. So, Silver Crown Mountain?
Yeah.
I wonder what the jungle has in store for us today.
Ugh. Whatever it is, we'll handle it.
Hey, it can't be worse than yesterday, right?
All full up. Can't carry any more. All full up. Can't carry any more. 'This camera belongs to the X700 line. Sam had one of those. I was so jealous. It's just the thing you'd want for an expedition to find a lost monument or civilization. This is proof that there were people coming here as recently as the 1980s. Even when modernity scoffs at them, some legends still manage to inspire people. The lens is cracked. Almost looks as though it was hit by a projectile of some type. July 18th. I awoke this morning at the sight of my father wringing his handkerchief tightly between his two hands. Wide-eyed and unblinking, he stared in Raleigh's direction. Raleigh had passed. Infection had set into his wounds days ago, and shortly after, fever took hold. Between fits of cold sweats, labored groans of pain, and demented ramblings, Raleigh had somehow been able to insist on forging ahead. Father had tried to reason with him, telling him to turn back, to let us carry the torch, but Raleigh made it clear. Turning our backs on him would have been leaving him there to die. We forged ahead. We were as far away from civilization as we had ever been, and we foolishly continued to trudge forward. So long, old friend. To find the
Damn, if I had an easy way to get back, it really wouldn't be hard for me to just do everything really quick.
In the early 19th century, this was used to measure the angle between an astronomical object and the horizon for the purposes of celestial navigation. There's an inscription here. To my son, Jack, may you never lose sight of your horizons. My dear Nina, once again the attempt to write is fraught with difficulty. However, those flies and bees and bugs galore that I wrote of before, all of those pinhead-sized stinging horrors, would have been a welcome attrition now that I faced down tooth and claw. I fought bravely, but the confrontation did not go in my favor. I will spare you the details out of compassion and not egotism. My wounds have been packed with yarrow and are stable, but I can feel infection in the blood. If you are reading this, then you know I have not survived this place. I instructed Jack not to go on. We lost young Rimmel a few weeks ago. This place, Nina, is not meant for the likes of men, and I will not rob you of a son as I have a husband. I'm tired now. Jack is sleeping by the fire, and I am certain that when he awakes, I will have slipped into my own slumber. I love you, Nina. Good night, Percy.
Good to know. I'm still curious how to get the document. It looks like there's a path right here. Worth a try.
August 9th. I am leaving this page here to assuage any mystery should the rest of this quest prove as fatal for me as it has been for my party. My name is Jack Fawcett. I set out from Cuyaba, Mato Grosso on the 20th of April, 1925 with my father, Percival Harrison Fawcett, and my best and longtime friend, Raleigh Rimmel, in search of Zed. I am the only one left. My father was lost to a pair of fierce jungle cats and Raleigh to Blunder. I myself am worse for wear but refuse to give up. My father believed we are close to Zed, and so do I. So leaving two graves behind me, I will push west still, with the hope that I am not walking to my own end.
Actually, we will find out for the first time trying to enter this tomb over there if it'll crash again or not. Let's try medium. I do feel like I gotta save up for swimming too at some point. Something tells me that'll be necessary for a tomb. So I'm gonna start saving up for that.
to lift the statue somehow. This might represent one of the Lords of Shabalba. A depiction of Apuk, god of death and ruler of Mitnel, the ninth and most horrible level of the Maya version of hell. One thing Apuk enjoyed doing was dressing in putrefying flesh and visiting the surface to prey upon the living. According to legend, the only way to save yourself from him was to scream and yell like you were in unbearable agony. He'd assume you were already being tortured by one of his minions and leave you alone. How appropriate that his harbinger demon was a screech owl named Muon.
Sorry about that. We filled up my water quick. So we got to get at least 2 more documents and another mural here, huh?
I need to lift the statue somehow. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. Those charged with crimes are brought here, and they battle under the watchful gaze of the gods, the only infallible judges. Those proven innocent may leave, but the guilty are killed and thrown to Xibalba. Amazing. Is this a Pocketok court? Need to raise that ladder somehow. Need to raise that ladder somehow. Need to raise that ladder somehow. This is the way out. And in the moment the gods were satisfied Metnal did not kill his wife, a pelican landed at the accused's feet. This stunned those in attendance. This was a seabird, hardly ever seen this far inland. The representatives of the gods decided to see what the bird meant to do. It circled Metnal, flapping its wings and squawking softly, and then it opened its mouth and a half-eaten fish landed at Metnal's feet. This was understood by all as a sign of Metnal's guilt, and he was quickly executed. Need to raise that ladder somehow. I'm gonna have to raise that ladder. Must be a way to lift this ladder. Can't do much until I get that ladder raised. Need to find a way to lift the ladder. 23rd of May. Over a month has passed since our expedition departed from Cuiaba. We have consumed our provisions methodically thus far, and continue to be in high spirits. Father's age shows when we're on foot. A few times now I have caught Raleigh looking over his shoulder and back at us to make sure we're still keeping up. Father always returns a look with a smile and saying he'll soon be the one in the lead. I'll need to find a way to raise the ladder to get the cart under it. Shit. The rope snapped.
Now I think I got it. That was actually a little trickier than I was expecting it to be.
Well, that's a bit of progress. There. Hope this ladder isn't as rotten as it looks. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. I have to find a way out.
Okay, it looks like RTX on medium doesn't crash me, or at least for now anyway. Only the future will tell.
What do you think we'll find in Kuakyaku?
Running water would be nice.
I think at this point, I'd settle for no jaguars.
There's a road.
Let's check it out.
Then it's a really good idea that I turned around exactly when I did.
What's going on?
Shit, Trinity, get down.
Damn.
Truck's stuck. I can see that. What are we doing about it?
Follow my lead.
How the hell am I supposed to know?
What are you doing?
Get back. Hide.
You're the logistics guy, aren't you?
I'm not the one who brought onto a rotten bridge.
Oh, hold up. I got him. Hold on, they're friendlies. Keep your eyes open. Someone should check back there.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Put it right there. Make sure nothing can get through. I want this whole area sealed off.
Yes, sir.
If there's anything here, we're gonna find it.
When's the last time this thing was serviced? This is rusty. Don't get distracted, Mendez.
What are we looking for here?
Anything that moves. Anything that doesn't.
They still didn't find that relic. I'd love to be the guy that does.
Not me.
Why not? You'd be a hero.
I'll be dead more likely. No thanks. I'll keep sitting here looking for hostiles. Less talking, more looking, gentlemen. Get off your asses. Yes, sir.
It's quiet. What's your team doing?
I'll check.
We're not paying them to sightsee.
We'll have to go under.
Yeah.
We know there's the main temple. What we're looking for is any smaller ruins we might have missed before.
Okay.
It's really wedged in there.
I'm afraid if we move it, we'll lose it.
We're gonna have to reinforce the bridge.
It'll be tough to find some explosives.
Why didn't you test the bridge like I told you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we did test the bridge first.
Fuck off. I'm not covering for you.
Maybe we can pull it out.
Okay, maybe. Let me think about that.
We can take them.
All right.
You go left. I'll take these guys.
What in God?
Hide.
Dave, Sammy. Those guys. I told them to test the bridge first. Son of a... Dave! Dave!
One second, guys. Sorry, I had to take a phone call really quick.
Oh no, you don't!
Guess I'm getting my first gun now, huh?
Fuck you!
Stop! Thanks. You okay?
Yeah. Take this. I hope that's the last of them. That was close.
Yeah,
How'd they know to come here?
I don't know.
Not exactly the civilization I was hoping to run into. My arm is so itchy.
That means it's healing.
I might have liked it better when it was injured.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying not to think about my back.
You know, my grandmother survived a tsunami in the 60s.
What happened?
She lost friends. Her family lost their business. But after that, she could feel things coming. Volcanic eruptions, storms, other things. What was your mother like? You don't talk about her as much.
She was creative, adventurous. I think she was probably the glue that kept us together. After her death, it was more lonely.
Yeah.
That did it. on, let's go.
Any idea what the twins in that riddle are?
Could be anything. A pair of monuments or mountains or streams.
I suppose we'll know it when we see it.
Yeah. I see people down there.
Hope they're friendly.
I'll let you do the talking. Hi.
Do you know if there's a place nearby we can stay for the night?
How'd you get so deep into the jungle? You lose your tour group or something?
No.
There were some guys here before, looking for artifacts. You with them?
Trinity.
Definitely not.
I need a break anyway. Come with me.
Oh, I'm sorry to ask so many questions, but the only B&B in town is my place.
Well, you can't be too careful. By the way, I'm Jonah.
Abby, Lara. Come in, have a seat. Carlos, 3. So, what are you here for exactly?
Well, we were following a riddle when our plane went down.
You mean it crashed?
Yeah.
And you just walked out of the crash?
Well, it was cruising pretty low.
We are looking for Maya ruins.
Mayan. You know you're in Peru, right?
Yeah. Long story.
Oh. Thanks. Well, you don't seem like a typical archaeologist.
Oh, she's the archaeologist. I'm just a cook.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you tried any of our local ceviche yet? It's a specialty.
Not unless it grows in the jungle.
No, don't tell me you missed our famous fish trees. Where did you take this?
Mexico. Why?
No, I've seen this symbol before.
Where?
There's some ruins nearby, and a small rock with something like this carved on it.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Ah, be my guest, but I guarantee they're not Mayan. My people were Inca and proud of it.
Why don't you rest for a while?
You sure?
I promised you a day off.
Well, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Have fun.
You too.
Well then. Man, I know Laura just wanted to go off on her own, but she'll set her friends up, huh?
Friends. Colleagues. She's brilliant.
So, you're not...
No. Nothing like that. No, I'm pretty single.
Interesting.
So you said you're Inca?
New here, eh? Get used to doing a lot of nothing. Although drinking and sweating helps to break up the day.
You're not a local?
No, I work a ship that blew into some rocks just outside town. Storm came out of nowhere, sunk the damn thing.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore. This cast iron conical mold was mainly used throughout the 60s and 70s to shape small gold ingots. Its unique shape causes the gold to settle at the bottom, separating it from impurities. There's no mistaking that bright golden disk. Inti, the most important god of the Inca. He was the god of the sun, protector of the people, and the provider of warmth and light. Some legends also credit him with teaching humans the ways of civilization, and the Incan emperors were either considered his lineal descendants or physical incarnations of Inti on Earth, depending on which emperor you asked. This describes something nearby. Take a deep breath and find me right under another's nose.
There used to be a temple on the island over there, but all that's left is a couple crumbled walls.
Bet you've never seen anything like this.
Have you seen my husband or my daughter? I don't think so. Where did you last see them? Looks like this is Abby's family tree. Her family has lived in this village for hundreds of years, and it seems as though she's somehow related to most of the villagers.
The jungle takes what it wants. Hard to get it to give up its secrets. But I found one, I think.
You have?
The village has many layers. You peel one back and find another, and another.
It does seem to have quite the history.
Sometimes I wonder if it hasn't been here in one way or another since the beginning of time. You seem different than the others.
Which others?
All of them. Men looking for oil, gold, taking whatever they can.
Continue to restrict the distribution of supplies. When we come through the area, it's better for everyone if your people are more concerned with their next meal or their child's fever, rather than with what's happening outside the village. As promised, once our investigation in the area is complete, we will provide monthly rations equal to double what you currently receive from CARE for 24 months, provided you keep up your end of the bargain. Cordially, Estella Diaz, Director of Community Outreach Programs, Order of Trinity.
Always nice to see fresh faces in town. Good for the mind to know that our little corner of the world isn't forgotten. Also good for the wallet, if you'd maybe take a look at what we have for sale up at the general store.
New here? You should talk to Abigail. She insists on meeting all the newcomers.
You mean Abby? We've met. She's been very helpful.
Ah, that's our Abigail. Always ready to fix a generator or stop an argument. She's our de facto mayor, unofficial general store owner, half of the volunteer fire department. And trust me, you don't want to get into a fist fight with her.
I wonder how she gets all that on her business card. Okay, well, good luck with everything. I don't have enough space for that. This is a little bit unusual. It shows herds of
I'm
sheep,
gonna go back and do
llamas,
that
and
crypt,
goats. But
and then
one
likely
farmer wouldn't
continue the
usually tend
story. I
three
just want to get
distinct
this
herds like
monolith.
this. That one llama, alone on the hill, that must be Urkachile, the Incan god who watches over animals. Urkachile was often depicted as a llama. This is a dedication from all the local herders to the one who protects their flocks, thanking Urca Chile for the preservation of their livelihood. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Just arrived, have you? Lucky. You missed a hell of a storm.
I had a brush with it myself.
The wind played hell with the surrounding jungle. Knocked down trees, took out the power. Couple houses collapsed.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Unless you control the weather. Omar. They've been working all night.
And? Isn't that what they're paid for? Get lost.
It's us.
Shit, no.
Now fuck off and let me watch the damn game.
What is that?
Sure would be great to get these thieves out of here.
Everything all right?
No. It's all terrible, as usual. These pillagers come to town, hire us to dig up our own relics, don't even pay us a living wage.
And then they run off with them and profit.
We are all desperate here. There's no work since Porvenir pulled out. We're sitting ducks.
And I imagine the storm hasn't helped matters.
What little we had is gone or underwater. I don't know what to do anymore.
I have some experience with these kinds of people. Maybe I can help.
I don't know what good it'll do. Did I catch your name?
Lara.
I'm Victor. If you want to talk to Omar, the executive lead tormentor in charge of theft and pillaging, he's in there.
Thanks.
Be careful. He doesn't like to be challenged.
Piss off, you're spoiling the reception.
Omar?
Who are you? Looking for work?
Well,
you're out of luck. We have enough people. Marco's in charge of HR now anyway.
Yes, thank you. Do you know where he is?
Where else? The bar.
Hey, you want to know your way around Kuakyaku? just ask me.
Are you the local tour guide?
I know where to go, and who to steer you clear of.
I see.
Best fish is on the dock, obviously. Tacos are best at El Licor de Cerdo, but his beer is piss warm.
I'll watch out for that.
Oh, and Omar, stay away from that guy. You don't need his kind of trouble. Thinks he can just come to town and take what he wants.
Right. Well, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for trouble.
Keep them both open.
¿Es que no me ve, señora?
All full up. Can't carry any more. Impossible. I can't carry any more. Miss Ortiz, your dedication and commitment to the village of Kwakyaku is commendable. However, Porvenir does not accept your charges of responsibility for the terrible state of the village. In fact, the Board of Executives has decided, and your local government representative agrees, if you continue this crusade of slandering our good name, we will have no choice but to take legal action. From the office of Roberto Lavia, Chief Executive Officer, Porvenir. Thank God. The storm barely affected the village. The epicenter was closer to the plain. But it could have been much worse. What have I done? What if the earthquake hits here? Hundreds of people will die. I need to find a way to stop it.
You want to make a deal?
Huh. I'm looking for Marco.
Why? For what?
I just want to talk to him.
He doesn't want any trouble.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for work.
Work? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
So, you're Marco?
Tell me Omar didn't send you here to mess with me? If any of those animals hurts my son, I'll...
Marco, I'm not with Omar. Believe me. What's this about your son?
I blew out my knee, so Omar took Pablo to replace me at the dig site. Said I was HR now and that it was my job to find a replacement. Otherwise...
Otherwise, he'd keep working your son.
Yeah. I'm worried he's just gonna keep Pablo up there, even if I bring him someone.
Well, it's a good thing you've just hired someone.
You? Really? You do that?
We wouldn't want to disappoint the boss, would we?
Thank you. If you see Pablo, please tell him I'm here.
You want to make a deal?
Huh.
Ah, hello. Are you here with the excavation team?
No, just passing through.
Okay. If you need anything, the market's in the middle of town. You can resupply before you move on.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I know it sounds silly giving you everything that's happening, but I'd really like to do something special for her birthday.
Silly? Nah. I think it's a great idea. She's done so much for this town. It'll give everyone a break.
I was thinking maybe a cake?
Where are we going to get a cake?
Make one?
Okay. I'm putting you in charge of that.
I've been doing some research, and I think we might be able to set ourselves up with a homemade refinery. It's going to be a lot of work, though, and I can't do it alone. We'll need to build an oil tank.
Damn, 1,000 liters.
1,000-liter capacity. The hull of the ship sunk in the river could be used for the tank. Any volunteers for a salvage mission? We'll need to set up a system to collect the crude. Who wants to be in charge of the bucket brigade? Once we get these things set up, we should be able to make diesel, kerosene, and petrol. Enough to fly the planes and eventually maybe even turn a profit.
So merchants up there in the middle. Let's head over this way if possible. I kind of wanted to check out this secret tomb. This one I need a shotgun for, and then the side quest is over that way as well.
Don't get many tourists through here.
Oh, I'm not a tourist. I mean, I'm a researcher.
Oh. Well, still. Wish you could have seen this place 20 years ago. It was booming, vibrant, full of life, and so optimistic for the future. Pfft, optimistic. Gullible more like it.
What happened?
Porvenir happened. Big oil company out of Lima. They came in here, bought up the town, gave everyone jobs. They even planned to build condominiums across the river there, until the bottom fell out.
The oil crash.
Now we limp by on the scraps they left behind. Shame you're not a tourist. Tourists bring money. Archaeologists just take.
Did you hear? They're forcing our kids to work now.
Poor Pablo.
Those guys pushed Marco so hard.
Miss Ortiz, thank you for your recent inquiry. A water quality index, WQI, was calculated for river sites surrounding the village of Kuwakyaku from the samples you provided, and results have shown that the river sites should be classified as bad water quality. The results of the study have shown large-scale impacts that include siltation, chemical pollution, and heavy metal pollution. Turbidity and total solids exceeded the environmental limits. Water of high turbidity, hazy, murky water, cannot be used as potable water, and the high total solids also imply that it cannot be used as irrigation water as well, as this will damage infrastructure. It is most likely that any subsistence fishing that took place before is no longer possible at the affected river sites, thereby impacting negatively on people's livelihoods. Similarly, pH was in the high alkaline range as well as
Oh,
COD.
shit.
These parameters were
It's absolutely
indicative of
terrible
some
for
chemical
this
pollution in the river.
population.
The pH, that is alkaline, hard water, is corrosive and can damage plumbing equipment and clothes. High levels of fluoride in the water poses the risk of diseases such as dental and skeletal fluorosis. The presence of pathogenic bacteria such as Salmonella also represents an immediate health risk for the local community. Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
¿Está bien? ¿Tuviste noticias de tu hija últimamente?
Haven't seen you around here before.
I just got in, but I won't be staying long.
Don't let how it looks fool you. This is a good place. Difficult, but good.
Your garden seems to have survived the storm.
Luck and hard work. A lot of people pitched in to grow it, so they all came to protect it too.
All full up. Can't carry anymore. This is a dedication to Supe, god of death and ruler of Uku Pasha, the Incan underworld. It entreats him to come forth with his legions of demons and to converge on this site, where the local people will do him honor with written poems extolling his greatness or offerings of food and drink. By paying him the respect he deserves in this way, the local people pray he will only take those he must, and not harm any others of their community unnecessarily. What is that? Oh my god.
Please.
That's gonna be Marco.
Are you okay?
They're coming after me?
Are you Pablo?
Jess.
It's okay. Your father sent me. He's at Abby's. Go meet him there. I'll take care of these guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Get out of here. That doesn't sound good.
Oh, great. Get back to work.
I'm sorry, I don't know what else you wanted. I can't motivate the people to stay late.
I think there's a way you can motivate them.
Shit.
What the hell got into him? He used to bring us 10 people a week.
You ask me, it's that brother of his. Always unionization this and justice that. Wow, wow, wow.
Fucking snowflake.
Are the fines here even worth it?
They are on the black market.
True. Almost 100% markup on whatever we get for them.
I don't have enough space for that.
Bullshit. Ah, shit. I am tired of covering for those assholes. Something... Hostile here!
All right. Need all full up. Can't carry any more. Gather your things. I go back to the village.
Bless you.
Thank you.
This knife is a cheap plastic replica of those traditionally used to sacrifice llamas in the Inti Raymi or Sun God Festival. It was also occasionally used to perform trepanning surgery. The Inca believed that cutting a hole in the skull could relieve pressure to cure some diseases. All full up. Can't carry any more. Impossible. I can't carry any more.
Maybe there's an easier way back that I missed, but whatever. I'm ready here now.
Did you see him?
Pablo?
Yeah, he was running toward Abby.
Good. I hope he's okay. Haven't seen you around here before.
I just got in, but I won't.
Va a lastimar a alguien. Bien, entonces. Vaya más despacio. Vaya. Bien, entonces.
Traditionally woven from fabric and stuffed with reeds and grains, the burial dolls are frequently shown holding something in their hand, like a musical instrument or a ball of yarn. In this instance, the doll is holding a toddler, perhaps signifying that the deceased was a mother. But this one is made from modern materials. I suppose Paul Veneer could have made it as a promotional toy. Impossible. I can't carry any more.
I know it sounds silly. Pablo told me what you did. I don't know what to say, apart from thank you.
Of course.
You know, many years ago when my grandfather was still a boy, men came here and tried to cut down the wilderness around the village. Everyone was afraid to stand up to them, except my grandfather. A 15-year-old boy with an empty gun stood on the edge of the village and held back machines and men twice his size.
Sometimes the courage of one person can outweigh the cowardice of dozens.
I still have the gun he used to hold them back. I'd like you to have it, as a symbol of courage and my gratitude.
Don't you want to give that to Pablo?
My boy wants to be a doctor, like his mother. Say, what's your name anyway?
Lara.
I'll have a new story to tell now, Lara. Thanks again.
Alright, tomb time. So I might just be able to get to this way.
I don't think I can do it.
All full up.
Go on.
Can't carry anymore.
This village was once under the wing and watchful eye of the condor, but we let the eagle chase her away.
I'm not sure I understand.
Neither do I. We lost ourselves in our pursuit of things. Thought we'd be happier with coins in our pockets, but the eagle took that away as well.
All full up. Can't carry anymore. Someone has barricaded the path. I don't have enough space for that. May Waiter's desire for power be sated by the time we follow him to the afterlife. Looks like the bridge is out.
Sorry, I was trying to take a drink of water. Oops.
This room has fared better than the rest of the cavern, it seems.
think what I'll do is go back to base camp, call it an episode there. Actually, maybe I'll check out the mural, the merchant, this owl marker, and then kind of call it there. I think that's what I'll do.
I don't have enough space for that. This is the story of local caverns rumored to be haunted. Ghostly noises coming from deep within the bowels of the earth. No one who's entered the caves has ever returned. Mysterious sounds, something between the booming of thunder and the howling of dogs, and a mysterious light glowing within.
I don't know how they can gossip so cheerfully when we've lost so much.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you're not Mariela?
No, I'm just, so sorry to bother you.
No, solo las bolsas con cebollas y papas.
Hi there.
See anything that you like? Excellent choice. A good deal for both of us. Excellent choice. Enjoy.
Okay. Okay, you could get a few more grand by selling stuff. I mean, I probably wouldn't sell too much. Just be like this stuff. But you can get a few more grand out of it. That's why it just won't let me pick up more. I think it just like straight up started the game with these, to be honest. Precious minerals harvested primarily from the water jade ore veins sell to merchants. So these are just straight up sell.
Excellent choice. A good deal for both of us.
Do I want to go for like having every single gun?
I'm always ready to do business.
Jonah, I found Incan ruins, but I think the foundation of the temple is older.
Yeah, Abby remembered where she saw that symbol. It's inside the temple somewhere.
Great. Tell her thank you for me.
I'm right here. You can thank me by not breaking anything.
I'll be right there, Lara.
Rea, the Incan god of the moon. He was relatively low in status, so he didn't have a mate. This tells the story of how he reshaped his sperm into the form of a fruit, which impregnated the goddess Kavika when she ate it. His pregnancy came as quite a surprise since Kavika was a virgin. But when her son was born, the boy immediately solved the question of his paternity by crawling right towards Rea. Kavika was so humiliated by Rea's low standing that she fled with her son to Peru, where they turned into coastal rocks.
I can hear them calling from under the earth. The voices. The old gods.
Maybe you just need to rest.
No. See for yourself. See where the breath of the gods rises from the womb of the earth. Listen to their pained howls.
I hadn't noticed that. Where is this breath?
You'll see. You'll hear it. Perhaps you can ease their suffering.
Trinity's really on edge. Still, if they're here, they're ahead of us. At least it means I'm on some sort of track. If Dominguez is right and the sun is dying, I have to get to that box before he does. I don't have enough space for that. A dragon. This must be depicting Pachamama, the Incan goddess of motherhood, earth, and time. She presided over fertility, the harvest, and planting. Her body was the mountains, and she was also the cause of earthquakes. People used to make miniature pieces of clothing with highly intricate designs solely for the purpose of burning them in dedication to her. That would account for the scorch marks on the floor. And those brown stains must be llama blood, another popular sacrifice. I don't understand. It's almost like a creel. This is a promotional model of an oil derrick made out of cheap plastic and copper. There is a logo for a company called Porvenir on the base of it. All full up. Can't carry any more. I don't have enough space for that.
Well, I can't do either. I'm gonna get a little bit closer up to where that is and then save and call it there for this episode. Perfect. Perfect spot to call it there. Yeah, I'll record a bunch tomorrow. I really don't have too much going on. Unfortunately, Sunday and Monday I'm super busy, so don't expect too much. Yeah,